My friend and friend of God, there is a teaching I wanted to share with you, coming to you from the book of First Samuel 26, starting from verse number 8. From verse number 8, Bible says, and I'm going to go straight into it. God has surely handed your enemy over to you. This time, Abishai whispered to David, "Let me pin him to the ground with one thrust of the spear. I won't need to strike him twice." But listen to the answer. So the story, we've been talking about this, and the story how it has been. God gave favor to David and Abishai, and they went into the enemy's camp. In other words, the enemy was King Saul, because he's the one who was pursuing David. So they find that David is asleep, and now they had a chance. They had a chance to get rid of him, and that's what Abishai is saying. Let me do it. Let me take care of this enemy. But David is very smart, and David, he would rather wait for God to take revenge. And many people this day and age would rather, when they get an opportunity, point number one, they would like to take revenge. But the Bible, did you know that the Bible says that revenge belongs to God? It may look stupid. It may look stupid, when you don't take revenge. You just want to keep the peace. You just wash your hands, walk away from that fight, walk away from people who done you wrong. But there is some wisdom in all of this. Because first of all, the will of God. First of all, you are obeying God. First of all, you are, second of all, you are doing what God says to do. Leave it up to God. And he will pay you at the right time. And when he pays you, it's better. It is better that way. You are innocent. Okay? In this particular case, let's see what David said. In verse number 9, the Bible says David is like, "No," said David, or David said, "Don't kill him or don't destroy him. For who can remain innocent after attacking the Lord's anointed one?" This is another very important point here. Saul was not just anybody. He was anointed he was the first king of Israel. And so he was anointed to be king. And the mistake most people are making is when they attack people who are anointed. Attacking servants of God. There are people who have made a YouTube show. There are people who have made, Facebook shows, Facebook Live, attacking men and women of God. And my friend and friend of God, I gotta tell you, that is very dangerous. I don't know. It is possible, obviously. Some of these men and women of God, they have gone astray. They have gone outside of the path. But then, these people, they have a master. They have a master who needs to be the one administering justice or punishment, or where he sees fit. It is not my job or your job, my friend and friend of God, to act, to put ourselves in the place of judge. The Bible says, "Judge not, that you not be judged." So the teaching here, and David knew this, is a secret. Don't kill him, for who can remain innocent? This is a question I want to pose to you as well. Who can remain innocent after attacking the Lord's anointed? Ask yourself that. You don't even have to answer. This is a rhetorical question. Answer that question. David continues to say, or the Bible continues to say, verse number 10, "Surely the Lord will strike Saul down someday." And this was so prophetic. Or he will die of old age or in battle. He says in battle. And sure enough, we know that Saul died in battle. He was wounded critically. In fact, he fell on his sword and died. But David is like, in verse number 11, he's like, the Lord forbid that I should kill the one who he has anointed. So David knew, there is something David knew that maybe some of us don't know. And it's a high time, if nothing else, ask yourself, who can destroy the Lord's anointed and remain guiltless and be innocent? It is not my job. It is not your job, my friend and friend of God, to go around talking and attacking and smearing. It is better to be quiet. It is better to keep it to yourself. It is better to pray about it. Let God do it at his own time. Let God deal with the situation at his own time. Don't be the one caught in the trap, because surely no one can escape after destroying the Lord's anointed. So we'll leave it at that for now, but ponder upon this information and this teaching, that no one can destroy the Lord's anointed and go guilt-free. May God bless you.